Filipino Boxers by Garcia, Juan Gabriel of the class of 3G. Here's a brief introduction to my video podcast. Hello, and welcome to my video podcast for today about Filipino boxing. This is Gabe Garcia of the class of 3G bringing to you this video presentation. In this entire video presentation, I will highlight the Filipino boxing culture, how it brings importance to our country, and also the top 3 people who eventually became boxers and made a difference in our boxing society today. Manny Pacquiao is a boxing native from his hometown, General Santos City, South Cotabato, Philippines. He hasn't taken the easy road, becoming one of the most elite boxers in boxing history. He's worked really hard before just a baker, turning into one of the best boxing greats of all time. He's defeated a couple of elite boxers, naming Eric Morales. His key, pray to God, and you'll succeed. Manny Pacquiao truly loves his country and his God. He created a song to show his true love and compassion for the Philippine Islands.
Para sa'yo, ang laban na to. Para sa'yo, ang laban na to. Hindi ako susuko, isisigaw ko sa mundo. Para sa'yo, ang laban na to.
And a brief biography. Manny Pacquiao was born on the 17th of December, 1978. As of today, he's already 30 years old. He was dabbed in politics, acting, and music recording. Politics, you say? Well, he ran for mayor in his own hometown, General Santos City. Although he didn't win, it was a good fight. Acting. He acted in a couple of Filipino films. Being a comedian or the superhero to save the day. Music recording. Well, just like the song you listened to earlier, he created songs to show his love for his country and the squad. He truly loves being a Filipino. His boxing career, Manny has won lots and lots of championships. But the greatest accomplishment he has received is because he is the first boxer to win the lineal championships in 4 different weight classes. That isn't easy. He had to gain, lose again weight just so he could even compete in these categories. That wasn't easy since he had to be weak or sometimes he was strong. Like, he didn't even know his true self at sometimes. But look, he succeeded and that's what matters. And the awards here. That one. Another knockout punch there. And here, an endorsement of Pacquiao for Nike. Look at all these awards. Don't you think how number they are? Great number indeed. He won all these titles, namely the lightweight world champion, super featherweight world champion, super bantamweight world champion, and WBC flyweight world champion. Lots more. Don't forget the Ring Magazine titles for featherweight, super featherweight, and light welterweight divisions. You may think that this was hard for him. Yes, of course it was hard, but just by working hard and by being determined, he achieved every one of these goals. Here, let us move on to Ray Bumbam Bautista, and let us listen to this interview conducted by a fellow American to our fellow Filipino boxing great, Ray Bumbam Bautista.
How does it feel? It's my honor to fight, to fight my best because I represent my country. I don't want to my country will fall. I'm Bubu Bautista, a Filipino. And the Filipino is the best, is one of the best in the world.
And a brief biography here of Ray Bumbam Bautista. A native of Candijay, Bohol, Philippines, and now 23 years old. You see, unlike Pacquiao, this guy is only 23 years old. He has still lots in store for him and lots of battles to overcome. He isn't even at the peak of his career yet. He's still getting there. Let's just wait and see what's in store for us here. His boxing career. He started his off his career in Cebu when he beat Ray Compendio in a unanimous 6-round decision on the 12th of June 2003. He won 16 straight of his fights in Cebu or in his province of Bohol. He won an award. Just one, but a really hard award. This was the championship of the WBO Intercontinental Super Bantam title. You may think that this is just one award, but this is no joke. Lots of contenders tried to get this award, or title you may call it. It isn't easy at all. Maybe, I don't think it's even close to that. Think about all the challengers he had to face and the determination he had to do and had to possess in him just so he could get this award. Now, let's move on to the third and final person who I believe is the best fighter for country. Gabriel the Flash Elorde. Let us listen to a brief introduction of this man.
And in the blue corner, Gabriel Flash Elorde.
There, you may have just heard an announcer saying his name. This is in fashion and boxing. This is pretty normal these days, even up to now, as they all did that as they entered the boxing ring. This is Gabriel here, trying to look tough fighting. Really good boxer. Probably one of the best in his time. And the brief biography. He is from Bogo, Cebu, Philippines, and born on the 25th of March 1935. Unfortunately, 50 years later, he died of lung cancer. This is due to his bad habit of smoking, which that's why he died. But even though he died just because of his bad habit of smoking, we can't say that he didn't live a good career. I think he lived a great career. He won a lot of matches, had very limited defeats, and most especially, he battled as a warrior for country. Here, Gabriel Elorde. This picture, look at it. This is a gym built after him, the great Filipino legend, Gabriel the Flash Elorde. Elorde Boxing Gym. This the awards now. He won the Super Featherweight title on the 16th of March 1960 by knocking out Richard Gomes in just 7 rounds. He was the first Asian inducted into the New York-based International Boxing Hall of Fame. This isn't easy, as it is hard to even enter this International Boxing Hall of Fame. And naming that he's the first Asian, this was really tough for him. Also, he gave pride to our country and to Asia for being part of this category. The fame he receives in this is a true Filipino. As a conclusion, our country is really gifted to have these kinds of boxers. Each and every one of them has their own little story. Let us all be happy as our country, as our own warriors, and they all love our country. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Here are the sources that I used to create this video podcast presentation.